Hi listeners, this is Moose Jaw Matt, and I want to say, I'm sorry. It's been so long. I'm just kidding, I'm not really crying, but I do apologize that it's been a really long time since the last episode. We were doing pretty well. I think we had 4 episodes in November, 3 or 4, and 0 in December. So I am making time here. I am saying no to holiday preparations. I am saying no to guests. Well, no, they're still coming. Just things might not be as clean for them as I would have liked. Anyway, here's this podcast episode for y'all, and it's a brief one, but it's about a cool place. I think we still have time for the theme song. Come on, theme song, let's go. Okay, listeners, we're going quickly to a national park way north in, I hope I pronounced this correctly, Auyuituk National Park, Baffin Island, in Canada. It's way up there, and it's in one of those parts of the world that are so remote, so far away. You can't just take a train. You can't just walk there very easily. You have to fly in and then hike in, or some combination. But there's a special mountain there called Mount Thor. The reason Mount Thor is special, what makes Mount Thor unique, is that it has the highest vertical cliff in the world. Interestingly, the mountain itself is not especially tall as far as mountains go. The mountain is only 5,495 feet, a little bit over a mile. Now that's not a small mountain necessarily, but compared to other world mountains like Mount Everest, which is almost 30,000 feet, this is a small little thing. It's about 1,675 meters. There are mountains taller in the Appalachian Mountain Range than this mountain, and the Appalachian Mountain Range is not known for its huge mountains. But, as I said, even though this mountain is not super tall, it is extremely steep. It's this massive rock monolith that leans out slightly over itself. Let's put this into perspective. The rock face is 4,101 feet tall, almost a mile, and it's straight down. Imagine you are a stone at the very top, and you get kicked, and you as a stone begin to fall and fall. Do you want to know how long it would take to get to the bottom? 26 seconds. So you understand how far of a fall that is. We're going to give you some silence. Imagine you're a stone, you're about to get kicked, and then we're going to go quiet. Are you ready? Set. Go. Boom, you hit the bottom. Now, isn't that a long fall? If you're a stone and you have no thoughts or feelings, you're okay. But can you imagine the trepidation, the heartbeat you would have? Your pulse would be extremely high if you were at the top of Mount Thor and looking down. It would be over 4,000 feet straight down. Even more than the Grand Canyon, even more than Mount Everest, more than El Capitan or Half Dome in Yosemite. The highest fall in the world. Only found at Mount Thor. Unfortunately, as much as I would really like to go visit, it's so far away, I don't think it's practical. So I'm going to enjoy this place in my imagination, and you're welcome to enjoy it in your imagination too. Listeners, I'm Moose Jaw Matt. Until next time, keep exploring your world. Hold up! I would like to thank a family in Pennsylvania. What? Is this not the best state? Oh no, we won't compare. I like a lot of different states, but Pennsylvania is a fabulous state. Back to who's supporting the podcast, not the state. There's a family in Pennsylvania, Kucherivsky boys. Thank you so much, Kucherivsky boys. I like to say your last name. It helps to know that there are people that are listening, leaving reviews, and financially supporting the podcast. Definitely give incentive for me to keep recording. I do appreciate it. So thank you for joining me on this podcast journey. Until next time, now you can keep exploring your world.